Hello everyone, welcome back! I'm Gaming Quitte, the most delicious Quitte of them all. Today we are celebrating 2 years of Dragalia Lost. The anniversary is coming up very soon, and with this video I want to take a quick look at something that's probably the main focus for a lot of players, the events in this game. I selected my personal top 5 events and I want to highlight them in this video. There aren't a lot of rules, just one small thing that I need to mention. I think Dragalia Lost had some really awesome collab events so far, and honestly all of them would have made the list and therefore would have filled up over half of it. So I decided to only select one collab event for this video which I liked the most. Which one that is, well, you'll see very soon. Before we begin, another quick reminder, this is my personal top 5. I'm not saying these are literally the best events in the game, and you are absolutely welcome to disagree with me. I would love to read about your favorite events in the comments below. And with that, let's go. Number 5. A splash of adventure and a crescendo of courage. I can already hear you say it. Quitte, these are 2 events. Your list starts off very silly. But since a crescendo of courage is built upon the foundations that a splash of adventure laid out, I gotta mention both. I really love the facility event that featured Siren, and honestly, the fight against Barbary is also such a fun fight. Both events are summer events and were first released in July and August 2019. They got a rerun this year and people were able to snag Summer Estelle if they missed her the first time. Erasmus was the free fire dragon, which has an amazing design in my opinion, but is sadly not really good. Together with these events we got some pretty worm prints like Summer Paladins and Seaside Princess. The events were accompanied by 2 summer banners which featured Celiera, Julieta, Cleo, Verica, Ransel and Luca in their summer outfits. My personal favorite from the bunch was Summer Cleo, which got a mana spiral during the rerun and has been my go-to for Tartarus since then. The events themselves were about Barbary the pirate being exactly that, a pirate who steals a treasure from our beloved crew. They then turned to Siren, who helped Barbary calm down with her song. Since everyone loved Siren singing so much, they helped her actually hold the concert so she could sing and dance for everyone to enjoy. What made me like this event so much was the fact that this was one of the biggest events we've got so far, spanning over 2 event periods, and it even got a whole animated music video with Siren. Sadly, I cannot play it with sound because if I did, Okada-san himself would come over to my house and murder me in my sleep. Or, you know, YouTube would probably just delist the video, but I can never be too sure. Number 4. Monster Hunter Primal Crisis. I gotta be completely honest, I like Monster Hunter and I have finished the story of the base game for Monster Hunter World, but I never got into it too deep. I do appreciate the series though, and I was happy to see it come to Dragalia Lost, especially since people were over the moon because of it. The story was just the usual, oh no, stuff from another world, no, concept, but it was done quite well and it's amazing how good the Monster Hunter stuff fits into the world of Dragalia Lost. As someone who had no idea what Fatalis is, I was surprised to see people go crazy over the inclusion of the Elder Dragon. I'm a pleb who is happy to see Rathalos because that's what I know. The fights in the event were really amazing. You could fight Rathalos in a normal arena fight, or even 2 Rathalos could be your enemy, or you could hunt Fatalis in a raid battle. We even had the option to use the barrel bombs from Monster Hunter in this fight to deal massive damage. I can only imagine how much fun this event must have been for hardcore fans of Monster Hunter. The music was there, the sound effects, everything. With Vanessa, Berserker and Cerise, we also got 3 amazing Monster Hunter versions of existing DL characters. I managed to only get Vanessa though, so let's just pretend Hunter Cerise doesn't exist, just like pub rooms do in Agito and Hyper and Hilda nowadays. I really hope they rerun the event soon, since we got some pretty amazing worm prints in this event, not only because of the design, but because most of them are actually still really good. Primal Crisis, Lurker in the Woods, or Feline Hospitality are amazing prints, especially Primal Crisis. We also got a lot of weapons in this event, for free, so that's nice for using them as weapon skins. I would love to see another Monster Hunter event in the future, and I'm sure I'm not the only one hoping for it. Also, remember when Dread King Rathalos was a must-have until Gala Mouse arrived just 2 months later? Hahaha, good times everybody, good times! Poor Dread King. Number 3. Accursed Archives and Staring Shadows. If you've seen my top 5 husbando video, you might know who my favorite guy in this game is. It may come as no surprise then that the event where he first appeared is also one of my favorite events in Dragalia Lost. It's the Accursed Archives event, which ran first in March 2019 and it was so good. The Staring Shadows event followed half a year later, together with the rerun of the first one in October in 2019. I'm a big sucker for Lovecraftian stuff, and these two events are straight up based on lore around these stories. Nyarlathotep is a deity created in the Lovecraft universe and has different forms. In Dragalia Lost, it takes the form of a dragon, but also apparently it's a little girl and maybe even Heinwald and possibly my mom, and I'm just like, what? I actually loved how the story unfolded, and it gave us a nice look at how dark the game could be, even though the Accursed Archives event did have a happy end. The Staring Shadows event introduced a pair of bacon to us, which is now in the game as a wind healer. It also gave us Lafna, a fan favorite from the first event as a Shadowlands, which also got her spiral by now, and she is an extremely powerful dragon form user. I really hope Cygames continues the saga of these Lovecraftian dorks, but I was already super happy when Curran appeared in a Summer Festival event together with Cassandra. I would ship them, but both are already happily taken. Number 2. Fractured Futures. This event was my favorite event for a long time, basically since it ran for the first time last year on Anniversary. It gives us a look into a possible dark alternative reality of the story and shows us a character who is absolutely at his end. There's even a shot of Nott crying, and honestly, that's the absolute worst thing you could ever see in this game. I don't care if you cut Euden's head off, but don't make Nott cry. In this event, you can get Blonde Boy AUDRIC for free and also get an alternate version of Zodiark. AUDRIC is my buddy's orthodox favorite unit in the game, and he proved that by defeating Master Jupiter by literally just using AUDRIC. Go check it out, it's an amazing run, the link is in the description below. The raid boss, Cronus Nyx, was and probably still is one of the best fights in Dragalia Lost. There's so much you need to look out for, and if you fail, well, then he literally obliterates the dimension you're living in. He also uses Zaworldo and poses like a JoJo character. I mean, is this whole event just a mother-flipping JoJo reference? Wow! This fight was extremely difficult back then, but probably not so much nowadays. Thanks to the Agado weapons, spirals and other changes, we are way stronger than Nyx now, so let's beat his firm ass. The event is live right now, so go check it out. And if you're watching this after the rerun, well, you better stick around until it comes back again, because it's awesome. Number 1. Doomsday Getaway. Oh boy, this event was so much fun. It was this year's summer event and it was absolutely my favorite event in Dragalia Lost. First off, the story was excellent. The crew defeated an enemy pretty easily, but it wasn't completely defeated. Because then they went on a vacation on an island, but suddenly they start dying one after another, and of course Luca dies first because Cygames hates him. The amazing thing about this event was that Cygames locked the rest of the story after you've read a few chapters, and every day a new chapter got unlocked and usually one more person died. The whole format made it so that we, the community, were talking more about this event than any event before. There were speculations on who might be the killer, who might die next, and how things will actually turn out. It was legit one of the best times I've had with this game so far, simply because the community was so alive and full of fun. The fight itself, the raid fight, was also pretty cool and interesting, since Scylla, the main villain of the event, turned your controlled unit into a plushy bear at the beginning of the fight. You could only free it once she started an attack, which also showed a weak point. If you failed, your team had to endure a strong attack, and if you survived, you were still missing a unit. This mechanic apparently confused some people, but I really liked it. I sadly cannot play a lot of the amazing theme song we got, but here's a second of it with me singing. Such a good song, and I honestly had the song stuck in my head for days, even after the event was over. When you played the event, you got Summer Amane as a free unit. She's super adorable and her cat costume is just so cute. The most interesting thing about her is that she's a healer, but as an axe unit. Accompanied by that amazing event, we also got some cool new old versions of known adventurers. One of my favorite guys in the game, Norwin, got a really nice summer outfit and his attacks perfectly capture his character. The same goes for Sinoa, who is known for big explosions, so of course she would get big explosions in her kit. Yes, never mind. Well, and that's it. These were my personal top 5 events in Dragalia Lost so far. I'm very excited to see what next year has in store for us. Please remember to post your top 5 in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more Dragalia Lost content. I do news updates, fight videos, and dump top 5 videos like this one. If you want to talk with fellow Dragalia Lost players about the game, head into the description below and join our Discord. We have a lot of fun there, and if you ever need help, you will get it there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!